Hello guys, how are you all doing today? Welcome back again to another beautiful tutorial with Eco Designs to Fit. In my recent video, I shared with you guys how to draft and cut a 4-piece skirt. So in this particular one, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to sew them together for those that might be confused on how to join the pieces together. So as you can see on top of the table, I made use of a lace fabric to do that, okay, to cut out the 4-piece skirt on fabric. So I've also gone ahead to add up the underlay. So what I did was to use the pattern to cut out both the front and the back, and then I also went ahead to cut out the underlay. The underlay is a doll face bridal satin, and as you can see in this clip, I am trying to add up the underlay to the lace, okay, and I did that using hemming tape. I also have a detailed tutorial on how to do that in this channel, so I'll be linking it in the description box, so you go check it out should in case you haven't seen that particular video. So after adding the underlay, I went ahead to with the rough edges, okay. So this skirt is not going to have a lining, okay, just the underlay is what I added into it, and I also went ahead to turn out the damp parts before adding into the lace, okay. And you can see that the damp part of the underlay is 4 inches shorter than the lace, okay. Now you guys, the first thing I went ahead to do was to mark out 1/2 inch that I added to the center front. So this 1/2 inch, I'm going to use it to join the two front panels together. I hope you guys understand, and that is what you can see me trying to connect right here. So after I marked it out, I went ahead to connect them together. Now I'll move over to my sewing machine and stitch, okay. So you can see what I'm trying to show you, so I'll go and stitch it using a tight stitch, okay. I'll quickly move over to the sewing machine and stitch this together. I am done stitching it, and you can see the line. Now I went ahead to notch the knee points, okay, so that by the time I iron this, the shape of that tail will be able to come out properly. And see how wide the damp part is looking, and this is so beautiful, guys. Now the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and bring in the back piece. I already have my back piece, so I'm trying to show you the line in the front, okay. So the line I used to hold the two front piece, you can see. Now I have the back piece on top of the table. I'm going to arrange it right side facing each other and then place in the front. You can see what I am trying to do. I'm trying to arrange it in place, and after that I will join the zipper allowance. Now I've joined the zipper allowance. It is time for us to join the shapes, okay. So you can see the zipper allowance line. Now what I will do is place the front piece on the table and then place the back, making sure that the right sides are facing each other, as you can see. Now I will go ahead and divide all my body measurements, the waist measurement divided by 4, and I'll place it on both sides following the zipper allowance, okay. So the zipper allowance is going to serve as the middle of my skirt, and by the time I divide my waist by 4, I will place it on both sides. I hope you guys understand, just normal how we shape our skirt. So I am done doing that from the waistline to the knee point, okay. Now whatever I have on the knee, I'm going to connect it down to the hemline. You can see what I am doing, okay. So this is for one side. I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other side, and you guys, you can see the way the knee went inward. So whatever you have on the hip, go ahead and remove 2 inches, okay, and mark it out on the knee. So after that, I will go ahead and join the shape. At this point, I am done joining the shape. Next thing I would want to do is notch the knee points, because you can see that the seam allowance is too much, okay. And if you leave it like this, by the time you iron it, the seams are not going to lay flat, and that will kind of be bulky. I don't know if you understand me. So it is okay for you to notch it a little, okay. Don't come too close to the seam allowance, so that you have a space in case the person add some weight, you will be able to adjust it. I hope you understand. So after notching, I'll move over to the ironing table, give this a good press, and you guys, you can see this is what our skirt looks like. You can see this is so cute. I love 4-piece skirts a lot. Okay, anytime I make these 4-piece skirts, I always find it so beautiful on my client. You can see what the damper looks like. It is so beautiful, you guys. So I'll be joining this to the upper part of my gown. Remember, like I said, I was really making a gown, not a skirt. Okay, but if you're making a skirt, go ahead and join the band, 2 inches band. So guys, this will bring us to the end of this tutorial. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you do, give it a thumbs up and share so that more people can get to see it. I will see you in my next one.